Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships. Today we're taking a look at the ZF-6 returning for purchase, or rather, gambling. Yes, only available for gambling. That seems to be what Wargaming wants to do with these Dockyard ships, unfortunately. We last saw a Dockyard ship come back in Provincian a couple months ago, also for gambling, only available in the finest hour premium containers. 1,000 doubloons at minimum per container if you bought in bulk, and you were only guaranteed the ship after 150 containers. It was 150k doubloons. Absolutely insane, right? Well, prepare to have your mind blown, because that is rookie numbers. ZF-6 is way more extreme than that. We have probably doubled or close to doubled the cost to actually get this ship. It is incredibly complicated, these Daruma containers that they've brought into the game. There's 3 of them. It's 3 layers deep now. We thought it was bad 2 layers deep with those Christmas crates, but now it's 3 layers deep. So red Daruma containers can contain a black Daruma container, which then can contain a golden Daruma container. Fortunately, to get ZF-6, it is also available in the black container, so the second level. But it's going to take you a lot of containers to get there. The math here is very complicated, so I decided to run it through some ChatGPT. I also think there's some very easy ways to calculate it, but to start with, we'll run it through ChatGPT and see what it comes up with. So to start with, I fed it that same screenshot you just saw of the drop rates and asked it a few questions, clarifying a few things. First of all, that you can only buy the red containers and that black containers were a 15% chance out of those red containers. And then you had a 2% chance of a ship out of the black containers, of which there were 4. So it's a 1 in 4 of a 2% of a 15% chance. So that works out to 1,333 red containers in the worst case, which again, we're going on guarantees here. That's what I'm all about. All I care about is guaranteed purchase price of a ship. Okay, we're not done yet. I went on a little rant for 5 minutes, realizing I didn't explain everything. So let's talk about the costs. 20,000 doubloons to buy red Daruma containers in a pack of 100. So it's 200 doubloons per container, and you can buy packs of 50,000 doubloons for basically $200 US. So I fed that in as well, just to see what the actual cost in real money would be. They love to obfuscate this. They love to separate the actual real money cost away so that you don't have to think about it. And yeah, it is $1,000. Over $1,000 worst case scenario with ZF-6 if you want it. If you don't have any of the premiums, this is the worst case. It's hard to take into account everything, okay? This is not taking into account if you get Mutsu, Issei, Maya, Hyuga, that adds a 2% chance now in the red Daruma containers to get the black ones. There's also a chance to get the golden ZF-6 if you go all the way down to the golden container and get that drop chance. But this is really it here. A decent guess, a decent estimate of over $1,000 US to guarantee ZF-6 worst case, and close to $700 on average if you don't own those premiums. That is still ridiculous. That is still absurd. That is way more than anything should ever cost as a macro transaction. Anyone? Micro transaction in a video game. This is silly. This is just ridiculous, Wargaming. I don't understand how this is even possible. Our game is so underfunded when it comes to adding new maps, new ships that aren't just copy-paste jobs, that aren't just purely gimmick-heavy focus, that are power creeping everything else that's been in the game so far. How are we so well funded in ever-increasing creativity for slamming monetized gambling into this game? Everything is gambling. How is it all gambling these days, yet we don't have a new map for years? We can't even get a simple change to maps already in the game. Mountain Range is one of the worst possible maps to play. It is so terribly set up with the island cover only on the sides. The middle is unplayable for most ships. We can't even get tweaks to those maps. Bugs. Aim bugs, island bugs, the UI lagging anytime you click anything in port at any time. Like, how is it that our monetization is so well done. It is so precise. It never lags. The monetization never has a bug, ever. Your credit card information always is entered correctly. It always goes through. How is it that everywhere else we have problems in this game? Balance issues too, obviously. Didn't even touch Columbo with this last round of balances. How? How is it only the monetization? I'm very mad, okay? I am very tired of getting so mad over a video game, okay? That's probably why you're gonna see me not get as frustrated over some of the more broken ships in this game. I'm going to set aside some of that frustration. It's exhausting. It is exhausting is what it is, trying to keep up with all of this. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan, to spam so many outrageous things at once that it's impossible for people to keep up with. Maybe that's the game plan for Wargaming. It's kind of working on me, I'm not gonna lie. $1,000? $1,000! Okay, let me reset again. I'm okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. We're okay here. I should mention with ChatGPT, we obviously can be hallucinating things. Here's what it generated for a visual summary. It got the visual summary correct, the money value that is, for the average case, but it did not remember the final answer. So again, AI, right? Not the most reliable thing in the world. But let's talk a little bit about a simpler way to calculate this. This is very rough, by the way. But let's say there's 4 ships, and to get a ship guaranteed out of a black Daruma container, the pity timer is at 50. So 4 times 50, you need 200. You need to open 200 black crates to guarantee that you get the ship that you want out of it. Then how many crates does it take to get those 200? Well, it's a 15% chance. That's around 1 in 7. That is not exact, but it's around a 1 in 7. So 200 crates times 7 gives you 1,400 crates. Very, very rough math there, but it's in the ballpark. It's silly. I was stun locked for like over an hour while streaming yesterday, 2 days ago now, from when you're watching this video, before we saw the doubloon cost of these red Daruma containers. I was sure I was wrong in my math. I kept going over it. I kept asking people to prove it wrong because I did not want to believe that this was real. Over 1,000 containers to open to guarantee get the ship you want? Prove me wrong, please. Somebody in the comments on YouTube, tell me that I'm incorrect about this. Like massively, where the cost isn't $1,000 to guarantee it worst case. Maybe it's 500 even. I'll take 500. What's the next Dockyard ship gonna be when it comes back for gambling? Is that one gonna be 2,000? Is the one after that gonna be 4,000? What are we doing? This is insane. Now, of course, we have to consider that you're going to be getting other premium ships likely in this cost, so it's not just directly 1,000 for ZF-6. You'll likely get other premiums on your way there, especially in that worst case scenario. You will get Valparaiso, Susia, Hayate. And you could optimize it by trying to buy some of those ships for resources before gambling here, but notice the reset again. I'm not even going to try and hide it. This is... Okay, we can get through this video. It's okay. We can get through this video, man. I don't think that we should be okay with gambling for a direct purchase ship instead of a direct purchase of a ship. These Admiral packs are ridiculous. They're very expensive for Valparaiso, Susia, Gonzaga recently, Monmouth. It's very expensive, but at least it's a direct cost that isn't $1,000. I still don't like that they add a bunch of junk into the Admiral bundles that don't help you at all, really. It's just fluff that's going to make the pack more expensive for no benefit to the player, really. I would rather they just offer the ship for a regular price. Why can't... It's more honest. I feel this is a very dishonest way. Maybe that's why I'm so frustrated. It doesn't feel fair. It feels very sneaky, underhanded, slimy to force people to gamble like this, to obfuscate the cost so much. Real money, 2 doubloons, 2 red containers, 2 black containers. Like, how many layers deep does this have to go to get us away from the actual monetary value of the ship that you're putting in? I guess that's the point, right? Our human brains psychologically have been studied over the last how many decades, centuries. People know what humans are weak to. The human mind is weak to, and obviously they're preying on that. Gaming companies, they all hire psychologists these days. It's for exactly this purpose. It's exactly this reason. It's gross. Now, the Nintendo Switch has been announced. The Switch 2, rather, has been announced recently, and the price has gone up. The console itself is quite a bit more than the Switch 1 was, right? As well as the game cost is going way up. But they're upfront about it. Like, it sucks still, right? Things are very expensive these days just to live. More expensive than ever. But at least it's honest. They're not gambling away. Do you get the opportunity to buy... Do you get the chance to even get Mario Kart when you put in your $90 or $80, whatever it is? Right? Like, sure, the cost of making games goes up over time, yes. But, and other companies will raise the prices on those goods that you want to buy. Yes, I understand that. I'm not thinking these things should be free. I'm not thinking the game should be free. I'm willing to pay, but these companies that raise the prices as their costs go up aren't also then only packaging them in random chance gambling mechanics as the only way to get them, right? When a new console like a Nintendo Switch 2 is released, it's not like Nintendo says, okay, our costs have gone up, whatever, and now you have to spend $450 on the console just to get a 1 in 2 you actually get it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous is what it is. I am shocked. And yes, I think development goes up over time, but so shouldn't quality go up over time too, right? The latest iPhones are leagues better than the iPhone 4 or 3G back in the day. Obviously, they don't improve at the rate they used to, and there's really not much point in buying a new phone every year. Androids as well. How long has the Samsung Galaxy S, 20 to 24? I mean, has there been that many changes, right? These phones don't change much over the years. The costs have gone up, but they are better each time, and you're not gambling for it each time as those costs do go up. I don't know if I necessarily I'm very upset. Like, I'm tilted right now. I'm frustrated. Maybe I should just let it go. Why does it impact me? I already have this ship, so screw everyone else, right? I don't have that mentality. Maybe I should. I just can't. This is... What is this, man? What? $1,000? What is this? I actually didn't even get to my point that I wanted to bring up on the quality of objects getting better, and the price goes up over time. Has this game's quality gone up over time, or has it gone down? We have more bugs than ever. We don't get new content map-wise ever, really, these days. The new ships are probably, I don't think this is a very odd take, making the matchmaker worse, more passive, less interesting. I don't think this game is in a better state. At best, it's neutral to what it was a few years ago. At best, right? I think it's probably gotten worse in many ways, and yet the costs keep going up. The cost of this new stuff keeps going up. The cost to get old stuff that's... I mean, Dockyards are a bit of FOMO as well, right? Like, the cost to get this stuff keeps going up. Does the quality of the product keep going up? Why is the monetization so well funded? The balancing team, the bug fixing team, the map designers. Why is that so underfunded, seemingly, based on the last few years of content we've been delivered versus the last few years of monetization we've been delivered? Things aren't adding up, man. Things just aren't adding up. Yeah, nice. Look at what I get to port to. Nice. Yeah, okay. Nice. And now we've made it to the end of the video, and I haven't even talked about this ship and how it plays. I've just been ranting. I apologize. I don't want to make videos like this. I do not like this kind of content. This is not what I want to do. But I can't say nothing about this, can I? That's not okay. That's not okay. I have to talk about this. This is not okay, Wargaming. I know you don't care what I think individually, but I do, I guess, need to make sure everybody grabs their pitchforks. Otherwise, you don't care what any individual has to say. You only care about the wider audience sentiment, which is insane. Because what if one person brings up a good point? I'm not even saying me. What if someone brings up a good point? Are you just going to ignore it? Fix the port, by the way. I went and went full screen and then back to windowed borderless and then full screen. I had to jump back and forth a few times and then it fixed it. A little bug, like it's a bug, it's annoying, whatever. Little things like that don't matter compared to the regular gameplay experience that has gotten worse over time. This CV rework is crazy. Doesn't matter as much compared to spending $1,000. This is US dollars, by the way. I'm Canadian. So I gotta add a little bit because our dollar sucks right now. Like, little things like that wouldn't matter as much. Little things. The UI lagging a little bit. It's a little bit slow anytime you click on something. I've gotten used to it. I'm so used to it that the UI lagging for a split second is my confirmation that I input something to the game at this point. Playing other games, I'm like, did I actually click on that thing when it just smoothly transitions to what I clicked on? Oh, I guess I did. I'm so... like, how messed up is that? How messed up is that? These little things wouldn't matter as much if the core of the game was being handled well, but it's not. So suddenly these little things become major annoyances because I'm already really mad and tilted and annoyed by the direction this game is going. Suddenly these little things become bigger deals. I don't know what else to say. I don't even want to talk about the ship. It's not that great. Okay? Okay, I'm going to say it's not. In fact, it sucks. Okay? It's $1,000 and it sucks. Because I don't think anybody should spend $1,000 to get a ZF-6. It is the worst value I've ever seen in this game. Clearly. It's the most expensive ship we've ever had. Or so far, right? Most expensive so far. I don't know. They clearly don't listen to me. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm tired. I'm so tired of making outrage videos. How do I... It's not fun. It's so draining. It's so exhausting, man. This is such a cool, crazy, ridiculous job to have. The fact that I can make videos on a video game and that pays bills, like, that's just absurd. I'm so lucky. Thank you, guys. Seriously, thank you. But I can't make outrage videos. I can't. I just can't do it. So you're going to find that maybe I'm too positive or I'm overlooking problems. You're going to find that going forward because I have to compartmentalize a little bit. I will be outraged when it really needs it. But I just can't. It's too depressing to make every video on anything and talk about all the problems with it because there's just so much. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. They've overwhelmed me with how much is wrong right now. They've done it. How sad is that? Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Maybe this is overdoing it. Maybe I'm just too caught up in the moment and how ridiculous this is. Maybe I'm overreacting. Let me know. Maybe I'm just old man yells at clouds, right? Maybe that's me. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, by the way. Someone tell me my math is wrong, please. I want to be wrong here. Tell me I'm wrong. Show me that this worst case scenario math is incorrect, please. I desperately want to be wrong here. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.